Don't be repeating that joke. Yo, what's happening, people? Okay, so before we get back to Buffy the Humpire, you know what I'm talking about. I want to do something a little bit different. Not even that. Oh, maybe it's not even that different, really. I actually don't know. It could be very different. It could be not different at all. I really don't know. But this is a show called Firefly. It ran at around 2002. I knew about this show just like I knew about Buffy, and just like Buffy, I never watched it. So this is on Disney Plus right now as well. I know it's only one season. It is 14 episodes, so it's very short. And I know it's very popular as well. I know like Nathan Fillion and was it Gina Torres are in this, and you know, lots of people love this show. Lots of people talk about the show. There was a movie made called Serenity, which I did see, but I would say that I didn't particularly enjoy it. Though, to be fair, I probably didn't understand what was going on because, well, you know, I didn't watch this show. So perhaps what I need to do 20 years later is watch this show and then maybe rewatch Serenity and see what I think of it then. But I do remember, like, I mean, my little brother watched this show and he was really into it. And I remember seeing maybe bits of it and just not being that interested. So certainly at the time, I had no interest in watching this show. But hey, I had no interest in watching Buffy, and that turned out pretty cool watching that 25 years later. So who knows, maybe watching this 20 years later, it might be pretty cool. Or at the very least, hopefully I could point and laugh at it. You know, so we'll get something. So yeah, it's 14 episodes. They only ever did one season. The plan is to watch all the episodes, but only do reactions to a few episodes, and I'll pick out a few. So I'll go do the first one, which is episode 1, which is called Serenity. Interesting name, right? And then maybe a couple from the middle, and maybe, you know, from the end as well. So maybe in total do about 4, 5, maybe 6 reactions out of the, but watch all 14 episodes. But yeah, for any Firefly fans out, Firefly? That's not right. Any Firefly fans, I think I said flans. Any Firefly fans out there, if you know of any specific episodes that I definitely should do reactions to, then yeah, drop in the comments, let me know, and I'll see what I can do about that. But for now, it is coffee. This is black coffee in a green cup. My other cup I use mostly for Americanos. This I use for black coffee. So when I told you last time that I'm secretly posh, I was not joking. I have 2 different cups for different types of coffee. I have more than 2 cups, by the way, but you know. Anyway, yeah, let's hit this. Let's press play and see what Serenity got to say. All right, so yeah, I do know this is a sci-fi show. I know Chiwetel Ejiofor is in the movie. I don't know if he's in the series. Chiwetel Ejiofor is one of the best actors around, by the way. I don't know if the TV show is supposed to be really, really dark, or I might need to adjust the brightness on my TV or something. Alright, so I'm guessing the Alliance are the bad guys.
Even need to ask?
Or are they?
Bend it!
Bend this! I need you to bend this. Green's dead.
Zoe.
Is he dead?
Listen to me.
Or is he, you know,
Bendis, look at me.
sleeping?
Holding this valley no matter what. Because we are so very pretty.
That's actually terrible advice.
To let us die.
That is not accurate at all. They're all gonna die.
Well, listen to me, listen to that.
Or to lay down arms.
But once.
So they're not getting back up. So it's either fight or fly. What are they gonna do? Or maybe either fire or fly, huh? Huh? So what, 6 years later, they turn into like space thieves now. Well, they space pirates.
Everything looks good from here.
They're here for the salvage. We're humped.
If they find us at all, we're humped.
It's one of those shows that make up their own swear words.
Haley, go to Black
We're
Room,
humped.
being buzzed.
All right.
Sure, go
All right.
there.
My hump. My hump. My hump. My hump.
Wash. Slowing down.
That's a nag.
That's a neg. So if somebody keeps negging, does that make them a negger? Don't be repeating that joke.
Sir, there is a reading on that.
They still make those?
Illegal salvage. Low-life vultures picking the flesh off the dead.
They can't leave the poor people alone. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Rich people have more than enough, and they want to take the little that you've got.
mother sigh.
Still, a thieving is wrong, so I mean, it is what it is. Created by, you know, just because I'm watching this show, you know, I watched Buffy, and I know he's done a whole bunch of other stuff that I might have watched or may come still to watch. Let's not get it twisted. Like, that guy's done some horrible stuff. And it's important to be able to understand that person's work as an artist is a representation or an extension of them, and that means that part of all that you see they do does come from that, or at least in part comes from the toxic side of them as well. But that doesn't mean that you excuse the toxic behavior, or that you ignore it, or act like it's not that big a deal when people do things in the pursuit of greatness. You know, some of those things could be absolutely horrible, and the way he's allegedly treated people on his shows is horrendous. So yeah, I might watch the show, I might appreciate the show, I might enjoy the show, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna excuse any of his behavior, you know, alleged whatever. Like that, nah, man, don't do them things. So
Respectability on the way.
I would say it does seem a little slow moving so far.
Not to mention the money.
I love my captain.
Captain, my captain. If you got that reference, put it in the comments.
Meal that included some form of food.
It included some sort of food. Okay, what they've been eating. So his name's Wash, and she needs a bathe.
Likes that.
All right.
Who likes what?
Yeah, this is back when sex scenes in TV shows were just a guy lying on top of a woman.
I could arrange for you to be. Experience has been more than. It was very good.
That seems a
Cops
weird
probably
edit.
just beat up and cheat us out of our fun.
Or is there something going on, like some kind of time skipping magic or whatever? Because that whole scene was just like cut, 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 cut.
Zoe, yamin.
So I've noticed it says Chinese, like speaking Chinese, which is inaccurate because it's either Mandarin or Cantonese. I guess now it's just like, what's the significance of them using the Cantonese or Mandarin language?
I never married.
What?
Not a grandpa.
I mean, you don't have to be married to be a grandpa, but all right.
The only fluid I see here is a puddle of piss refusing to pay us our wage.
Ooh, guns, guns, guns. Come on, Sal. Time to get some planning. Tonight. Never miss a game. And if you got that reference, put it in the comments.
Doesn't have to go this way.
And I don't like the way you look down on me.
Get that chair.
Above you.
Maybe stand on those tippy toes.
But you stay here, and I just know the Alliance will track you down.
Gotta protect himself. They're doing illegal stuff.
We'll never stop.
Can't take them kind of chances.
That only matters to the people on the rim.
How come you don't care where you're going?
Because how you get there is the worthier part.
She's the smoothest ride from here to Boros for anyone can pay. Can you pay or?
No.
Sir, we don't want to deal with patients again.
Why not?
She shot you.
Well, yeah, she did a bit. Still,
So we find somebody else. Horowitz.
you can't afford it.
Guess patience has no patience,
I
huh?
wouldn't touch it. You want me to go through the list?
I ain't going anywhere near Reaver territory. Them people ain't
White
human.
Fall is the safest and the closest.
He seems to cut off Adam Baldwin a lot. I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Do the job. If anyone gets nosy, you know, just shoot them.
Shoot him.
Politely.
I mean, it works, I guess, so problem solved. Especially if you shoot him in the right spot. Was it Simon? Yeah, he looks a bit dodgy. Well, let's see what Simon says.
Meals are taken up here in the dining area. Fortunately, we've been ordered by the Alliance to drop some medical supplies off on Whitefall.
So I get that they're making up this lie about the Alliance telling them to go to that place to drop medical supplies, but surely they should have told the people that before they go on a ship. Because if they're going to be a day of schedule, for some people, that could be a lot. If you go into your job and you turn up a day late, that's kind of a problem. So they should have told them that lie before they go on the ship, that, hey, we have to drop off these medical supplies on because the Alliance told us to go do so. It's going to cause a bit of day of schedule. Is that going to be a problem? Oh, actually, yeah, I need to get another ship. Then they're not having to carry so many people. Because now they got a ship full of civilians. One of them seems a bit dodgy. And the others, who knows, right? So I'm just saying that lie should have came out earlier than it did. But anyway, maybe there's a reason why they said it now. So let's continue.
I
It's all
certainly.
right. I mostly keep to myself. When I'm not whoring.
Do you want to meet the rest of the bunch?
Why don't we make sure they want to meet me first?
Always call a whore a lady. Their lives are hard enough as it is, and it's never hurts to be kind. That's from... In fact, you know what? If you got that reference, put it in the comments. But that was probably a very obscure reference, methinks.
Captain, you mind if I say grace?
Only if you say it out loud.
Well, that's just awkward.
Well, not like being a doctor. Helping fix people, that's important.
Little Kaylee here just wishes you was a gynecologist.
Jane,
You don't pay me to talk pretty. Just because Kaylee gets lubed up over some big city dandy
walk away
doesn't
from
mean-
this table. Right now.
This guy seems a bit of a prick, to be honest. When he just called that girl a whore right in front of everybody. I mean, she is a, you know, but still, like, could have had a little more tact. He's all like, yeah, only if you say it out loud. To the guy who wanted to say grace. Again, little more tact. And now Jane can't make jokes. Mm-hmm.
It was unjust of him to say that.
Believe me, I've called him worse. Anyway, I suspect he has more interest in making you uncomfortable than me.
What, no soap? Didn't even use water properly, just like little bit thing and nah, allow that, man. Space or no space, still wash your hands properly. And now Wash is calling him. I wonder why.
Forget your toothpaste?
I mean, yeah, I kind of suspect him too, but you know, maybe check first.
Tell who? Got exactly no time for games. What do they know?
Hate to say it, Captain. You've got the wrong man.
Your hands off! Get the hell down! Stop it! Stop it!
Oof, oof. Kaylee. That is Kaylee, right?
Kaylee!
There, yeah, Kaylee.
Just tie him up.
Can you move your feet?
The reason that Jane wild, man, because I feel like Jane's a badass, but he's just being held back.
Kaylee,
We're running.
Okay. So I guess they ain't going to Whitefall no more.